the source of your meat and your fish. We know the source of Egg Harbor. It is the seafood division of Rastelli Meats, and it's what they do. They bring to us the highest quality seafood, and in this particular case, one of the most delicious breaded cods that you'll ever experience. As a matter of fact, don't take it from me, this has over 25 5-star reviews from this award-winning seafood division of Rastelli. What we're offering you is the opportunity to get 3 3/4 pounds of the beer battered cods. The price on this, by the way, $111.62, goes up at the end of the day. We only have 600 of these available. That's including auto delivery. And auto delivery, if you lock into it, locks in the price and ships to you automatically every 90 days for 1 full year. I said this before in one of our presentations. There are some things that I'm willing to do and some things that I'm not. One of them is cleaning a fish, that's taking the scales off, removing the bones, breading a fish, battering a fish, and frying a fish. I'm not going to do it, but I love when Egg Harbor does it. And we have Brittany Rastelli here to talk with us about the cod offer, which is finally back in stock. I also want you to know the easy pay goes away at the end of the day, and that beeping means that means the cod's ready, right, Brittany?
It does. It does. It just went off in my little toaster oven
Perfect.
back here.
Well, Happy New Year. Good to see you.
Happy New Year to you. And I'm so excited to bring this item today. And I want to show you kind of exactly how it starts and how we end up to this gorgeous beer battered cod. So we're starting out with a gorgeous piece of cod. And if you're not familiar, it's a beautiful white fish. This is Icelandic cod. It's line caught. It's nice and thick. And this is what you're going to see in those traditional Irish pubs, maybe haddock, but most of the time it is cod. So we're going to start with a gorgeous piece like that, and then it's going to get hand dipped into a traditional thick beer batter. So the beer batter is nice and mild, and then we add that beer element to it.
And there's a reason for the beer. So 400 of those remaining, and that's it. The beer actually helps with the process. Talk to us really quickly about that.
Exactly. I don't know if you can hear that, but it's nice and crispy.
Yeah.
So the beer is doing that. It's adding carbon dioxide to the batter, which is making the fish on the inside super moist. And it's a gorgeous ratio to this thick, lacy crust with that nice, moist piece of cod on the inside.
What a difference.
And that's what you're going to get every single time.
And you know what? There's a huge difference in a breaded piece of cod that you get from Rastelli and what you might find in the frozen section at the grocery store. And everybody has done it. I've made the fish sandwiches with those fish fillets that you get in the store. They're not good. This is really delicious, tender, white, flaky steak-like fish, and then it's all beautifully, expertly battered so that you get that delicious flavor. And talk to us a little bit, if you could, Brittany, about how we prepare it once we get it home, and then the different ways that you like to serve it. I would love to know.
Absolutely. So you can cook these one of two ways. You can put them in your air fryer for about 8 to 10 minutes. So this is a staple in my home during the week when we have sports going on and dance and all of that crazy stuff at night. This allows me 8 to 10 minutes to put a dinner on the table for my family. And then if you have your toaster oven, which I also love, you're going to put that on 400 for about 30 minutes.
Look at that.
And again, you're going to get that nice crust on the outside of the fish. And then the fish will be very moist on the inside as well.
Delicious.
But these are actually, you're getting 3.75 pounds, but that's 10 6-ounce pieces. So these go a long way. And one of my favorite things to do with these to make life really easy at home is to make sandwiches with them. Because one piece of beer battered cod, I find, goes on 2 separate sandwiches.
Oh, look at
so
that.
I get 2 sandwiches out of one piece.
Yeah.
And then I'll throw mine maybe on the top of a salad if I'm choosing to skip the bun. But that's just a really fast, easy meal for my family if I'm not going the traditional fish and chips route, which again is super easy. In the air fryer for 8 to 10 minutes, and then my French fries as well, or chips, a little bit of coleslaw, some malt vinegar if you like that route. I know I always do.
And of course, we're just a couple of weeks away from the big game. So if you're looking for something different to serve for that, if you've got friends and family coming over, I love that idea. I don't know about Rachel, but I tell you what, it's the texture and that perfect breading to fish ratio that had me on this one, Brittany.
Yes, it's absolutely perfect, right? You get a nice thick piece of the cod. Again, these are 6-ounce pieces. So 3.75 pounds is equating to 10 6-ounce pieces. So these are a really generous size. And then whether you're air frying them or putting them in the toaster oven, that nice crust is going to happen every single time due to the beer agent that's being added to the batter.
And there are whole restaurants, right? I mean, like I'm thinking of a something Treacher's Fish and Chips, right? There are whole restaurants that live on this offer, right? On something like this, right? So we know that it's something that so many people enjoy and love, that beer battered cod. I mean, that pub flavor, that pub experience, right? But this is, again, knowing your source, Jane and Brittany.
You don't have to go to an Irish pub to have that experience at home. But I tell you what, it's something that's worth it because it tastes so good. And at any point I can take them out of my freezer.
Right.
It's last call now. You're going to get everything you see here, 3 3/4 pounds of already beer battered cod that all you have to do is heat up and in your microwave bake or bake it in the oven or in your air fryer. Brittany, good to see you, and thank you so much again for being part of our first show of the new year. Good to see you.
You too, ladies. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Well, and speaking of celebration, Corky's has been on the menu for many a celebration year after year at our home, and it is from their amazing ribs to the amazing chicken